Eli had been on the orbital relay for 6 months, repairing old alien equipment that no one else wanted to touch. The station floated between trade routes, a quiet place where translators lagged, lights flickered, and the stars felt closer than people. Eli liked it that way. He talked to machines better than he talked to crowds. The relay's primary array had failed again, and the alien delegation waiting in the hall was growing impatient. They were travelers from a minor star nation, tall silverite.com, to the point of being unsettling. Their technology was advanced, but their systems were ancient, layered with traditions that engineers hated. Nothing was ever simple with them. Among them stood Lyra. She was not a soldier or an official commander. Her role was listed as cultural envoy, which meant she observed, recorded, and decided whether an interaction was honorable. Her presence alone made others cautious. She watched quietly, hands folded, eyes reflecting the soft blue glow of the station lights. Eli crawled out from beneath an open panel, grease on his sleeve, hair flattened by a helmet he forgot to remove. He sighed and wiped his hands on a cloth. "It'll take a few more hours," he said through the translator. "The core logic is stubborn. It feels like arguing with a rock." A murmur passed through the delegation. Delays were shameful to them. Lyra stepped forward. "This relay is bound by mutual duty," she said calmly. "Our convoy cannot proceed without its signal." Eli nodded. "I know. I'm trying." Another alien, clearly higher ranked, spoke sharply. "Your species treats obligation lightly." That stung more than Eli expected. He looked up, tired, frustrated, words spilling out before he could stop them. "If fixing this thing means taking responsibility forever," he said with a crooked smile, "then fine. Guess I'm married to it now." The hall went silent. The translator chirped softly, repeating the sentence in precise alien phrasing. Lyra's eyes widened, just slightly. She took one step forward. "You offer binding union," she said. Eli blinked. "What? No, I was joking. Just a phrase." But the translator had already finished. The words had weight here. Lyra placed her hand over her chest, a gesture of acceptance. "The offer is received. I accept." Every alien in the room bowed. Eli's smile vanished. "What did she just say?" he asked quietly. The station commander groaned from the back of the hall. In Lyra's culture, a spoken bond before witnesses was sacred. Intent mattered less than declaration. To offer responsibility for something vital was to offer oneself. To accept was to entwine fates. Eli tried to explain. He really did. He apologized, rephrased, even asked a translator to run emotional context checks. It did not matter. Lyra was calm, unshaken. "Your words were clear. You spoke before witnesses. I accepted before witnesses. The bond stands." She tilted her head, studying him. "You appear distressed." "I just accidentally proposed," Eli said, "to a person I met an hour ago." "You proposed duty," she replied. "That is the highest form." The station council met in emergency session. Lawyers argued semantics. Cultural experts pulled their hair out. The alien delegation remained patient, confident, and utterly unmoved. Breaking the bond would be an insult that could end trade for decades. Eli sat alone in the observation bay, staring at the stars, feeling like the universe had played a joke on him and decided he was the punchline. Lyra approached quietly. "You regret your words." "I regret opening my mouth," he said. She considered that, among my people, careless words are dangerous. "Among yours, are they not?" "They can be," Eli admitted. "We just pretend they aren't." She sat across from him, folding her legs in a way that mirrored human posture, clearly practiced. "You fear obligation." "I fear ruining someone's life," he said. "Yours." Lyra looked out at the stars. "My life is service. This bond does not erase who I am. It adds to it." Eli studied her face. There was no triumph there, no trap, only certainty. "What happens now?" he asked. "We observe the bond," she said. "We learn whether it strengthens or fails. If it fails, shame is mine as well." That surprised him. "You share the risk." "Always," Lyra replied. Over the following weeks the relay was repaired. Eli worked harder than he ever had, not because of obligation alone, but because every time he doubted himself, he remembered her calm acceptance, the way she had trusted a stranger's words more than his intentions. Lyra stayed near the engineering decks, watching, asking questions, learning human humor with careful curiosity. She laughed rarely, but when she did, it was quiet and genuine. The station crew watched them with fascination. The accidental bond became a legend before it was even understood when a pirate skirmish threatened the relay. It was Eli who stayed at the console while others evacuated, rerouting power manually, and it was Lyra who stood beside him, unarmed, refusing to leave. "Bonded duty," she said simply. The pirates fled after realizing the relay would not fall easily. News spread. Humans heard the story. Aliens heard it too. A human who stood by careless words. An alien who honored acceptance without force. Something shifted. Trade resumed stronger than before. Other species began studying human speech patterns, not as noise, but as declarations waiting to be taken seriously. On the day the convoy finally departed, Lyra prepared to leave with her people. The bond had been observed, honored, and recorded. It had not failed. She stood with Eli in the docking bay. Our paths diverged, she said. The bond remains in memory and record. Eli nodded, feeling something unexpected in his chest. I'm glad I said it, he said softly, even as a joke. She looked at him, silver eyes warm. Jokes reveal truths not yet brave enough to stand alone. As the ship departed, Eli returned to his work, changed in a way he could not explain. Humans, he realized, were dangerous not because of weapons or strength, but because even their jokes could reshape destinies. And somewhere among the stars, an alien woman carried a bond born from careless words, proving that humanity's greatest power was not intent, but what they chose to stand by afterward.